Right now I'm in Times Square, one of the busiest places in New York City, whether it comes to tourism or the local residents spending some time in Times Square. But the effect of Corona, it's less crowded, I would say. I wouldn't say it's empty, it's less crowded compared to other days. You can see all these characters. They used to be so busy that people would queue up to take picture with them. They're just standing. So the Corona has affected all kind of business, from small people who do character business, or the big hotel industry, or the airline industry. It has definitely affected the tourism in New York City. You can see the whole street. I'll show you the long view from here. This place used to be so crowded. Even if you come in like midnight, look at the whole New York City. This is Saturday around 4 o'clock. This place used to be such a hustle bustle place, and it's nobody. The Broadway show has shut down because of Corona scare. And now you only see the TV anchors reporting from there, showing how New York City has been empty. Look at that. But there are still some people who are coming out having a good time. I mean, I would say, you got to live life. Just be careful, take care of the hygiene stuff, and don't touch, wash your hand. This way you support the tourism industry, you support the, small, restaurants. I think, people are more scared. Look at the whole place. It's all empty. It's all empty. Nobody's here. I remember people used to, stand up in a, used to be in queue to take a picture, to stand up on top of this to take pictures. Look at it. It's nobody. Look at all these characters. They hardly have anybody. In regular days, you can't even, it's people are like so tightly packed here, full of tourism, tourist buses running. It's crazy place to be. But today, you can just take a stroll. Look at this empty tourist bus. Look at the whole New York City, Times Square. Streets are empty. This is Saturday, weekend. Look at this. I'm taking you from street to street. We are at 45th Street. Nobody. See all this comedy center people. None of the shows are running. All these restaurants are pretty much empty. There's nobody here. I mean, I would say, I see more character than the people who are ready to take picture with them.
Hey, Spider-Man, I'll beat your dumb ass up, boy. Stop playing.
Barely you can see any tourists here. Couple of them are taking precaution. They wear masks, but they're still coming out. Like I said, most of the time you will see the media crew trying to report from here because it's surprising. It's never heard of Times Square being so empty. Now we're at 44th Street. Look at the street of New York City. It's all empty. Like I said before, it's all the TV channels. They're stopping here and trying to report from Times Square because it's never heard that Times Square is so empty. It used to be full of tourism, full of local residents of New York City. I mean, this is the place where we would come on a weekend and spend time. We would wait for all these chairs to get, people to move so that we can get a chance to sit on these chairs. Today, absolutely. Okay, it's all. Look at all these restaurants. Nobody's here. People used to line up to get food. 2 a.m. it's the same thing. 2 a.m. in the morning is the same situation. It used to be so crowded. Okay, it's all empty. There is no customer for this restaurant. Look at the streets of New York City. All quiet. These are the city bikes, and I heard that city is trying to keep up with the city bike because people would like to use city bike more instead of public transport. That's the tourist bus which just went by. I could see there were like 4 guys in the tourist bus, no one else. Even taxi industries, taxis are empty. Nobody's taking the taxis too. It's all empty. Uber industry, I mean Uber taxi, same thing. COVID-19 or coronavirus, had scared people badly. Yeah, I just wanted to make a small video to give a glimpse of New York City, Times Square, a place where most of the time it's all crowded, but today it's half empty, I would say. We just noticed this gentleman selling the gloves in Times Square. So what made you to decide to sell the gloves?
Right now I've been watching all the news, about the virus going around, spreading. And I decided to sell gloves here at Times Square because we're at the center of New York. And New York is one of the most biggest biggest states in most visited states in here in America. And it's the entrance of the whole world. So a lot of visitors here coming around, passing by. So it's a good idea to have preventions.
Now, do you see, how long, do you come here every day?
I have been coming here for the last 3 days. It's a little while I've been here doing this.
And how's the response?
What about?
How's the response? How's the response?
There has been people, but it's more people that they don't really care.
Now, don't you think that, it's a good idea? And I see that, you are not charging people more for the price. It's only $1 for a gloves, which is a great idea. And your initiative is great because you are, covering the public, providing them the gloves. Because I see in most of the store gloves are not available. But are you not thinking that you're putting yourself in a risk by coming out and selling the gloves and trying to help the people and doing a good initiative?
Yes, I did think about that, but as long as I do my care, I don't know, after this I go wash my hands, and that's the first thing I do, as long as I do that, I think I'm safe. I have my mask on just in case someone spits on me. I know it could go through your eyes, but anyways, I'm trying to take my preventions,
So basically you're saying that, take the precaution, do the hygiene stuff, and then you should be fine.
Yes.
Now, you've been here for 3 days, right?
Yes.
How is the tourism effect? I'm a local New York myself. I'm sure you are also from New York.
Yes.
I used to come to New York, this place, Times Square, all the time, and I see crowd is like crowded. Do you see the response, the tourism response down because of coronavirus?
Yes, around more than 40-50% of people, it's been down more than it was a month ago too. This is supposed to be a bigger season right now. More visitors are supposed to be coming this month. But as you can see, Times Square is not like it used to be,
It's empty, right?
It's empty.
Are you a student or you have your own business?
I'm currently a student, but I'm trying to make my money off of this, and I'm making some more money saving around because I'm trying to make a business online. So currently I'm working on this and then working on that,
Good luck, good luck. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was surprised to see a group of people having great time defying coronavirus. It's a small group. Looks like a tourist visiting from a different state or maybe different country, I guess. But this is the only group which I could able to spot having a great time defying all coronavirus scare and the media scare.
ATF! Oh, it's ATM?
Seeing this group, I see, the people around, they also took the camera and then started recording, because it's surprising to see there is a certain group which doesn't care about coronavirus or anything and having a great time. I'm sure they're visiting. You don't care about the coronavirus? So what is this about all? Can you just explain to me?
It's all mine.
No, but it's all the mind. But what is this group? What are you guys screaming here?
What are we claiming?
Yeah, I mean, what what is this all about?
Walking ATMs. It's a culture of Forex traders. We're all self-employed Forex traders.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people aren't even aware of the market conditions in which thousands upon thousands of Americans will lose their jobs.
Right.
And the middle class will get wiped out. A lot of people don't realize the financial economic downturn that's about to happen in the U.S. So basically, we empower and teach people how to go about learning how to invest their money in things such as the foreign exchange market and cryptocurrencies.
Oh, so that's what it's all about. Because I was surprised the whole New York Times Square is like shut down kind of a situation because of coronavirus. And then I see you guys are having a great time. So I was like surprised what's going on.
We ain't worried about it. The flu kills more people than the coronavirus.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you, man.
Right now, that's taking over the market. And these dudes are now traveling across the world. We're in New York City right now. We're about to go to Scotland next week. And dude, we're just doing it big. So word to my man Evan, this is the man right here to talk to.
I bet. So here's the thing you have to understand. Trading is one of the few things that are not going to get affected during the time of recession that's about to hit. The coronavirus, a distraction. Do you understand what's going on? Do you understand the news that's happening right now? As all CEOs of these giant industries, including Bill Gates, are stepping down. Why are you not trading?
𝐃𝐄𝐒 𝐷, 𝐃𝐄𝐒 𝐷. Let's go! Hey! Baller! Baby! Damn, good to see you again. Good to see you, brother. Really tomorrow, but
Guys, I do need to.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, so there's no
holiday.
no we have a conference, but we have people from all over the country here, from all over. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting y'all.
Please send me the videos.
You're traders?
Yeah, we investors.
Oh, really? So what are you doing here in New York City?
We have a conference.
What conference is this?
Are you on Instagram?
You can just tell here. I mean,
No, I can't tell you. You on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram.
Let's exchange information and I can send you a video, man. Yo, we're over 200 deep Forex trading. You should be trading, baby.
New shipping trader? Okay. Brian.
Everybody talks about culture. Often imitating, never do.
They claim themselves to be a trader. I believe they are here on some kind of a conference all over, US, different states. They just finished their conference. That's what Brian was mentioning. And then they're just trying to defy Corona and then having a good time. I'll try to find one of the member and see if they can explain something about this whole conference they're having.
3, 2, 1. New fucking record!
So can you just tell what is this? And you guys are from different part of the US, right?
Yes, sir. We are Dallas, we are Ohio, we are the UK, we are Oregon, we are Scotland. Basically what we are is a system that makes money off our phones. La Familia, walking ATMs, feel me? And basically what we do is we make money off our phones.
Okay.
And I don't know if you ever heard. I don't know, come over here. don't know if you've been hearing about the current events that's been happening in the world.
Right.
Coronavirus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically, CEOs are stepping down from their companies, big companies. Bill
Okay.
Gates stepped down to Microsoft. The Google CEO stepped down to Microsoft. I mean, Google, whatever.
Yeah.
So that means, what that means is, hey, jobs are gonna go down. People are getting laid off, right? I know you heard of that.
Right. Yeah.
And technology is rising, and we make money off of phones. You feel me? So basically, that's what we do. And if you want to find out more about the information, follow me on Instagram.
Okay. So, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas.
You're from Dallas.
Texas.
And then where's this conference happened in New York City?
Hey, we do it everywhere.
You
It's
do it
worldwide.
everywhere.
This is a worldwide
It's a
operation.
movement. It's a
Yes, sir,
movement.
It's a movement.
Okay.
Anybody can join. Anybody's welcome. You're welcome. He's welcome. He's welcome. We're all welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, you see?
I know.
You know what they're doing right
Yeah.
now? We're initiating a new family member.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. So whenever a new member join, you make this kind of a
Sir. Yes, sir. For everybody.
make them feel welcomed.
Yes, sir. Because this is family.
This is family.
This is more than just work. This is family.
Okay, now you also know about the coronavirus going on, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys are defying that thing. I mean,
Yes,
you know.
sir. Against all odds, that's one of our standards that we keep. We set what's it called? We set the standards. We set, the expectations, high expectations. That's what we are, Walk-in ATM. Search us up. Follow me on Instagram.
I'll follow you on Instagram because you know what? I've been filming this Times Square for half an hour. Times Square is pretty much dead because of coronavirus. Then I see you guys here having a great time, defying everything.
That's how we do it, man.
That's how you do it.
That's how we do it.
Okay. All right, brother.
My family.
Yeah, that's your family.
Instagram.
I will follow you.
Off your phone, I got you. Just
Okay. Give me 1 second. This is how New York City used to be before coronavirus. I mean, it's just that we found a bunch of people. They came out some conference trying to defy coronavirus, but the Times Square in general used to be like this, so crowded you can't even step anywhere. But you can see this is the only group you would see which is crowded, and if I give you a longer shot, you will see the Times Square is still empty. Look at this group, and then look at the great long shot. Thank you for watching, guys. Signing off from Times Square, New York City, NYC DESI.